Uh, Next, I will create a word using tiles, and then in asset folder, I'm gonna create a directory. It's called tiles, and the inside the image folder, I'm gonna create a directory. It's called resources. Yep, and you need to open application tile. So I'm gonna create a new project, and I'm gonna put into the folder tiles. Uh, I'm gonna save as Pro Valley. So here's the file, and then I'm gonna add the asset pack of tiles, and then put into the resources. So let's go the open the asset pack. Uh, we need to folder tile set and then ground style, and then open the folder new tiles. I'm gonna choose the grass tile version 2. I'm gonna copy and then put into the resources. So here I'm gonna rename to grass tiles, and then I will copy the water frame. So in this file, I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna to studio and copy in resources. Click OK, and you can see water. So I'm gonna rename first for better styling. So the next is you need to open the tile and then create a new map. Yeah, you can see here is the map size. I'm gonna change to uh 60 by uh 30, I think. Yep. In the tile size, it is important. I'm gonna change to 60, um, and the height is 60, and the width is 60 tiles and 30 tiles. So I'm gonna click OK. You can see this is the layer. So I'm gonna change the name. It's called ground. After that, we will save first. So here I'm gonna create a folder. It's called farm. I'm gonna save name as farm. I'm gonna save, and then you need a new tile set. So let's go open the resources in asset folder, image, resources, and put the grass tiles. Yep, and then you need to click the embed in map. This is important. Click OK. So here's the grass tile. So we need to draw uh, the tiles, so maybe it's a bit longer, but I think this is the part of fun. You can make the custom map. So I'm gonna draw first. Oops. I think we can use this. I think, yep. And then I'm gonna create a bridge. So I'm gonna use this, I think. Oh no, I'm gonna use this. No, I'm gonna use this. Like, I think this is wrong. Yep. And then I'm gonna create the second island. So yep, I think this is enough. And then I'm gonna add the water. So click here, also fine. And then browse water one. You click the embed and water two. Um, I'm sorry. I think it says I'm gonna delete first. I think you need to add the water here. So need to open and then water. Yep. And then we need to animation of this water. So here I'm gonna whoops, I'm gonna change the you can click here for the edit tile set and then click uh, in first and go to the tile animation editor. So you need to add click here, click here, click here, click here, and then the frame duration is 100 millisecond. I'm gonna change to 5 millisecond and then apply. So close, and then you need to create the tile layers called water. I'm gonna change the indexing to bottom and then go click here, and you need go to the draw. So you can see the water is so animation, but I think it's too fast. So I'm gonna change the frame duration is equal to 2000 millisecond and then apply and then close. So here's a bit too fast. I think I'm gonna change to 70 and apply and then go to the animation. Uh, well, I'm in a bit too fast. Uh, I'm gonna change to 25, apply, and then you can see, oops, why is too so fast? I'm gonna change again. So I'm gonna remove this. I think we're gonna set default to 100, and then yeah, I think this is fine. I'm gonna change to 200 and then apply. So yep, this is more natural. So we need to add the animation to the all layers. So yep, I think that's enough. So we need to add here on the edge. So yep. And then save. Uh, the next is we need to create a collision box, but I think I want to render it first in Flutter game. So yeah, let's go start. Okay, so let's open the Android Studio and then I'm gonna add the dependency of lamp tile utils. So I'm gonna get, I think yeah, this already downloaded and then you need to open the Sprout Valley. So the idea is I'm gonna create a method to pre-render the words. So here I'm gonna add the pre-render word. So I'm gonna create here and then next I'm gonna create tile component. So is the form tile and then I'm gonna create to position component form map. Yep, I think this is enough. So pre-render word, uh, create a method to uh, render map, oops, render form tile. This is a weight. I'm gonna call the tile component and then load for the uh, image name or tile name. So I'm gonna add this to asset and then tiles and then form.tmx. So I'm gonna put form/form.tmx and then for destination tile size, I'm gonna change to vector to word tile size. I'm gonna add the all. Yep, I think that's enough, but we need other information such as the images. And then I'm gonna images, and then I'm gonna add the graphics goes to asset, images, and resources. This is you have to define this prefix because in TMX file they have to find the image resources, so we need to add first here, and then uh, this they will get to the folder resources here. Yep, and then I'm gonna change the priority. Priority is render priority is to ground, and then I'm gonna change the form tile map, and then map dot height multiply equal 16, and then I'm gonna copy this width, and then for hometown for farm map, so we need to create a position component. I think when I add the Flame utils, so this is package for optimize the tile rendering. So I think this better. You have to follow the step because I'm gonna use the image compiler, image compiler, image batch, image batch compiler, and then for the farm map, I'm gonna use image compiler, and then compile map layer. So here's the tile map. I'm gonna use the farm tile to tile map. Yep. And then we need to define the layer name. So here's the array. I'm gonna choose the ground. I think that's enough. And then I'm gonna change the priority to the ground. Priority ground. Yep, I think that's enough uh, for pre-render. So I'm gonna add to the word. So choose the farm word. So I'm gonna create method await load maps, and then I'm gonna create an object. It's called a tile component as map component, and then I'm gonna create a map and then get the farm map, and then for the map component I'm gonna get from game map farm tile. I think this is much more better. I'm gonna change the map tile. Yep, and then I'm gonna create also for tile map size. For tile map size, I'm gonna get from the map tile, and then we can get tile map, and then we need to get map and size. I'm sorry, width multiply by word scale, and then here is map. Heat, and multiply by word scale. Yep, I think I'm gonna add all is the map and I think it's this map. Yeah, I'm gonna debug or run. So we need to wait. Oh, I think uh, the the asset here forgot to add. So I'm gonna add the tiles asset tiles and tiles form and then as image asset resources. Yeah, I think that's enough. And then we need to get first and then build again. Oh, still error. Here's image resources. Enable to load asset image resources. Mm, I think this is goes wrong when I use load prefix. So I'm gonna fix first. I think the problem is here. Forget to add the backslash. So I'm gonna restart. Yep, I think this is this an error. So here goes down and goes left, right, and up. I think this really cool. So next will I'm gonna add the animation tile and animation component. So let's go. Let's get started. I'm gonna stop first, and then I'm gonna add the water component, ocean component. I'm gonna create a variable. It's called sprite animation component. I'm gonna create a water form component. So, and then we need to add the render word and then render form in here. I think I'm gonna put in button. So I'm gonna final animation compiler animation page compiler And then I'm gonna wait to call animation. Tile processor, I think. Tile processor. So process tile type. Yep, this is tile map. I'm gonna add the farm tile and then pick the tile map, and then processor by type is the, I think this is a function, right? If you can see, yep, this is map string tile processor function. So I'm gonna copy this. Here I'm gonna process the water. So here I'm gonna put the water string, and then this is accept the parameter is style, position, and size. So I'm gonna assign is return animation compiler and add tile position. I'm gonna add tile. I think this is has three parameter, right? Yep. The position tile, and I'm gonna use relative path is true. I think that's enough. And then layer 2 load. I think this is accept array. I'm gonna put this water, and then I'm gonna water farm component. I'm gonna add this animation compiler compile. So for water farm component scale vector, I'm gonna add vector to all word scale, and then I'm gonna add the priority. Then the priority I'm gonna add for static counts integer water. I'm gonna put my 9, and then water. I think that's enough for pre-render. I'm gonna change to the farm world. This is, I'm gonna create a water map game water map component. I think I'm gonna add this water component and then go rebuild. I think this goes wrong because this doesn't show anything. I'm gonna check first. I think the water component is water farm map, the pre-render. I think the problem is here when you use the tile processor function, you need to declare what class is it is. So um the Flutter will check the on the tile. So there is a class variable, it's called water. So I'm gonna check the tile and I'm gonna click here and then the edit tile set here in the class. So you need to add class name to water. So and let's save and go to the studio and then how to reload and restart. So yep, I think this is better. So yep, I think this is enough for pre-render world. So next I will add the collision detection. So okay, see you in the next video.